Looks like we're live. Hello, everybody. Happy holidays from Dead Ringers, and kind of a bittersweet moment for us today, as today is our last in this long series of Cringeworthy Calls. And it's been a lot of fun pulling these together, but we are always looking for new and exciting things to do at Dead Ringers. So we're going to retire this particular series, and not for certain what 2020, oh my gosh, 2022 looks like, but we're hoping to have a lot of fun with some live content, just not for certain what that is yet. And we could really use your help with that. So what the kind of things that you would like to see. So we'll spend a little bit of time on that at the end of our session today. So I'm going to share my screen and make this really light today, celebrating the holiday season. I tried to dress things up in here a little bit. I've got my sparkly nails. Yay. I love it. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Haven't sang for you guys yet, I don't think so. So we'll get started. Let me launch my presentation. Okay, there we are. So, Cringeworthy Calls. Over the last 14 episodes, we played calls. We have a top 3 in each session. And what we're wanting, those of you out in the phone lands, those that you are using phones, can hear some of the things that we're hearing in the thousands of calls that we place. And also in other businesses, lots of content available online about scary customer service experiences. So our goal is to help you avoid these situations. And today's going to be a kind of a review of those top 10 moments that we've had as far as calls are concerned, calls that we've made, and also calls and funny videos that we've been able to find out there regarding lack of customer service. And that being said, as you know, we are in the game for making you better on the phone. However, we know going into 14 episodes that we don't want to jump the shark with this particular series. So, showing my age, number one. But for those of you who aren't aware of this, and I asked a friend and she'd never heard of it, and she's got a lot younger than me, but this was an episode of Happy Days. This was a sitcom that played in the 70s, maybe even to the early 80s. And the Fonz was the coolest dude in this particular. He was I even had a t-shirt back in the 70s, but one of the episodes was something that's like, okay, they've gone way too far. And so now's this term where it's called jumping the shark. And Fon's actually in his leather jacket. One of the scenes was him jumping over in his skis, jumping the shark. And they felt, really a lot of the folks watching the series that this was kind of the last straw. So you may hear this term, we've jumped the shark, we're done. So we hope that we haven't jumped the shark here at Cringeworthy Calls. So that's why we're going to move on to something new and fresh. But this was a nice reminiscence for me back to when times were a little different, a little easier. So anywho, Fonz, yay. So if there's a phone on anyone's desk or even in your pocket, that's kind of something I added into there. They should be trained to use it. And Nancy Freeman is the telephone doctor. I have mentioned her more or less in every single live broadcast of Cringeworthy Calls that we've had. So she's a great resource. If you ever get the time to do it, she has great content on her webpage. She has a YouTube channel, all great things there where I get a lot of support and also kind of validate some of the things that we're hearing in the secret shopping calls that we make. So imagine yourself, close your eyes. If you're a business owner or manager who's using the phone, are they trained to use it? Our last episode was a little bit of a flip, and we played calls that were not cringeworthy, calls that we actually really liked, and we were thankworthy for those particular calls. So we had 3 calls. One was a really good use of creativity and how to approach customer service. So we're thankful for ways that you can be creative and really connecting with those folks that call into your business. Showing empathy, and we've really talked about this a lot, especially for our clients in the death care profession. We're hearing a lack of that, and reintroducing empathy into how we deal with folks, no matter what your business, is really important. So we played a call that showed really true connection and empathy. And thank you for asking questions. When folks call in just assuming something's going a certain way and not really digging in and understanding a problem or issue, you get to the root cause when you ask open-ended questions that don't elicit a yes or no response. So those were some examples that we used in our thankworthy calls. Now, as we move into this, I felt that it was important that we shared some of the key things that we think about now at Dead Ringers as we hear those calls, and how you call culture, how folks answer the phone, deal with creating experiences, not just necessarily customer service. Those are 2 different things. So these are the 6 pillars of customer experience, and we did 6 webinars on these particular topics. And we took it from bottom to top, and we talked about personalization, integrity, expectations, resolution, time and effort, and empathy. In each of these areas, there are key things that you can do to express empathy, to reduce the time and effort that your clients have to deal with. And we'll have a few of those in our top 10 today. Working for resolution. And something we shared was a concept called first call resolution. So when someone calls into your business, what are you doing to avoid the red tape and doing everything to remedy whatever the issue is in that first call? Setting expectations of folks that are calling in and for what they can expect when they call your business. Are they dreading it, or are they happy to reach out to you? Integrity is key. What I say needs to match up with the values and what we offer in our product, and the need to personalize names. Sometimes it's that simple. So we have our top 10. Being a Hoosier, David Letterman had a top 10. I might have mentioned this before, and he went to my school, Ball State. But I always enjoyed his top 10 list. So it's not as humorous maybe, but we have a lot of fun with our countdown. So I'm going to get started. Some will be video clips, some will actually be sound clips today. And I'll just kind of take us down memory lane, and this will be a lot of fun today. And we'll wrap up here probably in about 20 minutes. So number 10 actually feeds into number 9. And this is about a 4-minute video, but it's so fun. And I want you to think about the concepts we talked about with the 6 pillars in resolution, time and effort, and setting expectations. Sometimes we set bad ones. So we'll get started here. This stars Rainn Wilson, who was in the show Office Space. I think a couple of movies and things out there. So he's really fun guy. So this is him not in character, but him as himself, and the company's T-Mobile.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to InStep Wireless, America's greatest LTE Max wireless network. Press 1 for English. Thank you. To expedite this call, please enter the last 4 digits of your social security number. Thank you. Did you enter 6, 7, 9, 8?
Yes.
Press 1 for yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Please say the name of your second pet.
Rocknar, the blood-drinking gerbil of destruction.
Incorrect.
Rocknar.
Thank you. Please listen carefully, as some menu items have changed. Press or say
Can I speak to a person?
I'm sorry. Can I speak to a person is not an option. Main menu. If your service isn't working properly, press 1. If your service is working improperly,
Representative?
if something about your service isn't working properly,
Representative.
if there is a problem,
Representative.
Thank you. Transferring you
Good.
now.
Good, now we're getting somewhere.
Main menu. Please enter the last four digits. I'm sorry. Is not an option. Transferring you to a customer service representative.
Yes, good, do that. That's a good idea.
Hello, this is Daniel in billing. Can you hold, please?
Daniel, no, don't put me on hold. Daniel?
Main menu.
Daniel?
Your current wait time is 17 minutes.
17, no. Oh. Well, there's 17 minutes. I will never get back.
Your call is very important to us. We'll be with you shortly.
Here, my cereal.
Hello, this is Daniel in billing.
Daniel.
Can I help you?
Is that you? Listen, oh no. Oh wait, hold on. Daniel, hold on. Can you hold? Can I spilled my lunch?
Sir?
Yeah, I had an accident.
Accident? Happens all the time. Transferring you to claim.
No, Daniel! You're tearing me apart, Daniel! Oh no, I'm dying.
Hi, welcome to InStep Wireless, where we're always in step with our customers. This is Gary. How can I help you?
Gary, thank you. Listen, that's a beautiful name, by the way. I've got to move fast here because my phone is about to die, but listen, I got some weird charges on my bill.
Okay, are you calling from 213-298-8438?
Yep, that's the number.
Okay, just accessing your account. Sir?
My phone is almost dying.
Sir?
Oh man, that was close. I almost died.
Sounds great. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, because you haven't actually helped me with anything, Gary.
Yes, sir, I understand, and I definitely want to help.
Do you? Because I was put to customer service, and then I was transferred to upgrades and put on hold. I know you're just doing your job. I have a job. We all have jobs. It's the system. Gary, the system is broken. We're all just cogs in a machine. We're broken cogs in a broken cell phone machine. Do you understand, Gary? So listen, this is what I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need to go to my safe space right now. Okay, I need to go to a safe, cushy, comfortable, safe space.
Sir, I totally get it, and I'm going to help you. I just need to transfer you to our billing department, but don't worry. I'll be on the line with you the whole time.
You'll be with me?
Absolutely.
You promise?
I promise. Transferring you now.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome to InStep Wireless, America's best and greatest LTE Max wireless
Gary?
network. You've reached the billing department after business
Gary,
hours.
where are you?
Please call back during our regular business
No,
hours.
Gary, you said you'd be there.
If your service isn't working properly, press 1. If your service is working properly, 2. If something about your service...
Calling customer service is the worst. The best customer service in wireless just got better. No bots, no bouncing, no BS.
So a lot of things that we've talked about over the stretch of Cringeworthy Calls are about things like this: time and effort, all the time it takes to deal with customers, the lack of empathy or listening on these particular parts, the expectation setting that he already has. If you heard him, yelling for representative, but that's not how this particular system works. There's all of these things that we are faced with when we call companies that have these automated systems. But I think one key thing here, and I told you that this would lead into the next slide, is integrity. So T-Mobile, I believe this was even a Super Bowl ad, made this big announcement that they're doing all of these great things with customer service. Well, then not long after that, we had our own personal experience. My colleague Mandy, they lied. And so Mandy, she's not one to show much emotion, but I could hear it in her voice that she was not happy. So this is T-Mobile tying into integrity.
T-Mobile. So tell me, how can I help you today?
Apps keep crashing.
Billing questions. I'll get you right over to an expert who can help. For verification, please enter or say your passcode or say, I don't have it.
I don't have it.
We care about your experience, so we may record this call. Looks like there's a wait. An expert will assist you in more than 2 hours. Press 1 to keep your place in line and get a call back on this number. Otherwise, stay on the line and we'll get you to an expert as soon as possible.
Hi, thank you for calling T-Mobile. This is Deepak, one of your team experts. Let me help you.
Play that throughout its entirety just because it is cringeworthy. And this really is disheartening that T-Mobile would have a 4-minute commercial saying how awesome they are and what they're doing with customer service. And this truly happened after that particular call. Andy experienced this with calling in. So integrity is so important. So we care and then we lie about it, right? Okay. Our next call is press 9 for nothing. So we kind of have this automated theme. This is one of our clients that we called into.
Our office hours are Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We are closed each day for the lunch hour from 12 to 1 p.m. If you know the 3-digit extension of the person you are calling, please enter it now or make your choice from the following options. To dial by name, press 1. For a listing of staff, press 4. For our department directory, press 5. To leave a general message center, press 0. For the administration department, press 1. For the finance department, press 2. For cemetery inquiries, press 5. For the planning department, invalid entry. Please try again. Invalid entry. Please try again. Invalid entry. Please try again.
So know that your equipment is working and when it isn't. And there were so many choices in this particular menu that I got lost at one point. So you're going to have an automated system, and this is one that we find that's most painful and cringeworthy, and that you try to get to where you need to be, and it's not even a functional number in the system. Okay, so a lot of these are time and effort. So this is a fun one that we found regarding being transferred.
Superior Coverage Insurance. My name is Catherine.
Yeah, hi, this is Adam Pearson, and my wife and I just recently had a son, so we'd like to add him onto our plan.
Well, we can certainly help you with that today. But before we begin, do you have his member ID number?
What? No, he doesn't have his own account yet. I want to add him to my account.
Well, we'd be happy to assist you with that today.
Great, thank you.
Please hold while I transfer you.
Okay.
Thank you for holding. My name is Josh.
Yeah, hi, I just want to add my son to my insurance plan. Oh, and I sent in some paperwork a few weeks ago, as well as an email. I wanted to check on the status of that, too.
Our records don't show that we've received any papers yet. I don't see the email. The Qualifying Life Events Department should be able to help you out with that. Please hold while I transfer you. Seems nobody's there.
That's all right. Let's not worry about the paper.
Please hold while I transfer you.
Work.
Thank you for your patience. My name is Carl.
Hi, Carl. My name is Adam Pearson. I just want to add my son to my insurance plan.
And what is your name, sir?
Adam Pearson.
Thank you, Mr. Pearson.
Look, I just want to add my son to my insurance plan. Hello?
Yes, sir. I'm just entering in the information that you gave me. And what can I do for you today?
I just want to add my son to my insurance plan.
All right. I'd be happy to help you out with that today.
Please don't.
Please hold while I transfer you.
Transfer me.
This is Catherine.
Catherine, hi, it's Adam Pearson. My member number is 1334434. I just need to add my son to my insurance plan.
Yes, Mr. Pearson, I have your information here on my screen. Please hold while I transfer you.
Why? Why?
Hi, my name is Sonia. Mr. Pearson, I understand that you're adding your son to your healthcare plan. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All I'll need from you is the child's birth certificate and social security number.
You're not going to transfer me?
I don't think that'll be necessary. We're just adding a new family member to your plan. It's pretty straightforward.
You have no idea how glad that makes me.
I'm just going to need you to verify that the child was born within the last 30 days.
I love that. I use that all the time. And the importance of not being transferred. And there's so many things we picked apart with this that we could apply to our phone skills as well. The not listening, the back and forth, not knowing when folks are at their desk, all of that good stuff. So this is a really funny one. And we just kind of want to bring to light what it's like sometimes to be caught in that transfer terror. Are you listening?
Hi, a family member of mine recently passed. I haven't planned a funeral before, but I was interested in options and possible rates.
Okay. What, I guess, did we take care of their services here? Or are you?
I'm sorry. What?
Did we take care of their services here? Or are you coming from out of state?
No.
Or?
So I'm out of state. My sister's passed, and we needed to make arrangements for her. I was just interested in learning about what the different options were and the pricing.
Okay. I could send you a GPL. It's our price list of everything of our different services, if that's helpful.
Okay. Yeah.
There's kind of a lot to go through.
Okay.
And was she was cremated, I'm assuming?
No, actually, the body's still at the hospital.
Oh, okay. So she just passed away.
Right.
Oh, just listen, just ask the right questions. So, and again, I think from a training perspective, if we think all the way back to one of the first, if there's a phone on someone's desk, they should be trained to use it. So again, listening is so important. Showing empathy. She did have her little, but the very first in that particular call, she should have expressed, I'm sorry that you're experiencing this loss. So that's something I am harping on big time in the training that we conduct. Now, you do have some bad experiences, and this is not even necessarily within our calls. It can go viral because people have the technology to record calls. Now, I know that in certain states there are laws regarding that, but this is something that went viral with the company. Might have heard of them, Comcast.
Well, Ryan Block was so frustrated trying to get Comcast to disconnect his service in San Francisco that he recorded and uploaded the last half of his 20-minute phone call. This is what he went through.
We'd like to disconnect, please.
Okay, so why is it that you don't want the faster speed? Help me understand why you don't want faster internet.
Help me understand why you can't just disconnect us.
All Ryan Block wanted to do was cancel his Comcast service, but the customer service guy wouldn't take no for an answer.
Why is it that you're not wanting to have the #1 rated internet service, #1 rated TV service available?
So Block and his wife started recording the badgering and posted it on SoundCloud. So far, it's gotten more than 4 million hits.
All of a sudden you're moving and something's making you want to change. What is it that's making you want to change that?
Because that's what we want to do.
And why is that what you want to do?
That's none of your business.
So what I pointed out when we played this in one of our episodes was that we did a little research around this, and Comcast, the executives and the management there, the compensation and a bonus structure set up to keep the business. So people become desperate in these kinds of situations. They become competitive. They they want to salvage the business, and these are the tactics that sometimes happen with that. So again, time and effort. Key here is integrity. Keeping this gentleman on the phone for so long, then it comes to light. So I don't know that I have Comcast available here, but I know my mother had it at one point, and she had a few issues that she dealt with them as well. Terrible customer service experience. So these kinds of things, when they're out there, provides terrible PR for your business. Final 5. Number 4. This is one I always use in my training. And what can we do to not have to work today?
If you're looking to go with the least expensive, which obviously most people are, I can tell you that we are not the cheapest. I can tell that probably, I can't remember the name of it. It's over funeral home, but they have a separate business that handles cremations, and I think I remember someone saying that they charge like $8.95.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to be perfectly honest with you. We are not the least expensive. So
Yeah, well, thank you for passing that along. I will definitely look into that.
yeah, and it's that runs it, but it's not called. I mean, they have a funeral home and all, but it's a different business that they run, and if you call, you can ask them what their cremation company's called that does that for a lot less.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye bye.
So this particular professional more or less sent our dead ringer shopper here to his competitor, and he assumed it was all around pricing. For those in the death care profession, we know sometimes we assume when someone selects cremation as a disposition that they do it simply around price, and that is not true. If he employed questions, he would understand that it wasn't all about price here. A lot of times within our professions, people don't want to take on a cremation case knowing that it may not provide a profit as much as maybe some of the other services that you provide. So doing a little extra effort here and not pawning her off onto a competitor, it's really interesting and unbelievable, some of the calls that we hear.
Right. Are the prices on your website as well?
Okay, all that's included in it. There's no hidden,
All right, so this is someone asking for prices, and if those prices are online. This was a death care call, and he proceeded to tell her that there's no BS, in the pricing, and the cute little laugh at the end. So total lack of professionalism and integrity. I certainly wouldn't do business with them unless I thought this was cute. But again, we need to listen to what our folks are saying when they answer the phone. Now our final 2.
You're probably looking at around 7 to 10,000, depending what you want.
7 to 10,000. Okay. And roughly, what would that be coming with? Okay. No problem. Okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. And in this particular call, someone was making arrangements for their brother, and this gentleman proceeded to go through the drive-through and place his order while the young man is on the line. So again, total lack of empathy. Just read the room. I know that's a trite saying we're hearing a lot, but anyway, now we're down to our number one. I don't know if you guys remember this. I've played it several times. It really tied in well to Halloween.
Okay.
Now, the cemetery does have a chapel, but it's kind of, put it this way, if you've seen an old Dracula movie, that's what the chapel is. It's all dank and dark and musty and nasty. Nobody likes to use it, so.
This gentleman was given a new opportunity. However, you need, as management, have you called you lately? And I can't let you know, how do I say, it's so important that you know how folks are answering the phone, and especially have someone, maybe this man was disgruntled, I don't know, having a bad day, but calling your own product nasty, buying into what you're offering and believing in it is so important. So I think this particular organization needs to take a really hard look at the overall culture and offering that they have. So that one still makes my blood boil every time that I hear it. But hope you enjoyed those top 10. These are, I think, things that over the course of the Cringeworthy Calls series that we found most fun and most cringeworthy. So we find that metrics are so important. And throughout this series, we took a look at our own measurements within our system. We do everything that we can to be objective in our processes. It's all based on measurements. Our dashboard systems allow for calls to be embedded in the system, ties key objectives that we look at, really from when the phone is answered all the way till when the call ends. So you're able to extract data, which we find is very important, and it gives us the opportunity to see areas we need to improve. So there are three keys that I think it's really important that as I've seen in my training and working with clients, areas that really are simple things to fix. Just quick tweaks here and there can really make a huge difference. So we've talked about personalization. They say that's the crux of all of the 6 pillars of customer experience. And 34% of the time, professionals are asking for names, simply asking for names. And then if they do ask for names, only half of those professionals use the name throughout the conversation. People like to hear their names. It personalizes the call. So we want to see that number. And with our clients that we work with, every single call now includes asking for a name. So think of that in your business. The hold, we talked a little bit about the transfer today, but the hold did an entire episode on that, and go back and take a watch and a listen to that. But 66% of the time, our own calls that we measure are left on hold for over 30 seconds. 35 are on hold for over 60. Now, you may not think that 30 seconds is a long time, even maybe a minute, but based on our experience, and especially for those in the death care profession, the longer you leave someone on hold, the harder it is on that person that's going through grief. May provide, even some anxiety around, okay, are they here to help me? So just take a second and go back to the session that Cringeworthy Calls that we did on the hold, just to get an experience of what that's like, okay? And then lastly, empathy. And especially for our death care clients, this should be the very first thing when the phone rings, whether it's a client or not, a family that you're serving, is having empathy, whatever that particular issue or question is about. And that's reflected in your voice. So take a look again at our back issue, our back episode on empathy. 26% of professionals express empathy during our calls, 26. And only 17% would use a business based on their phone experience. So we have metrics that are able to capture whether or not condolences were provided, or if there is a problem, that it's addressed with empathy. The very last question that we ask of our dead ringers is, based on your experience today, would you select this business? And we're at about 6,000 calls now, and only 17% of those would use use the companies to do business. So I feel that I've mentioned this, I'm on a mission. I want to improve these metrics, and I am not going to be without a job, at least for a couple of years, I hope. So again, think of us when you are working on phone skills and those types of things, and we'd be glad to help you out. There's tons of content on deadringers.co, our website. So it's kind of sad. We're running down. We did our top 10 cringeworthy calls over the series. I can't believe we did 14 episodes. It's been so much fun. And we don't know what next year looks like, but we're excited about that. I think having an open mind really will help us with their creativity. And we're looking to you to provide us help too. So there's things out there that you'd like to see us address. We are even considering having guests, in some of the brainstorming we've done. So you could really help us provide content and fun around these particular issues and how it might help you. So coming 2022, my team is meeting next Tuesday. We're really excited as we move into the holiday season to have a solid plan in place when we're together in January. So register for our webinars going forward. Now, we'd like you to stay in the loop. And also, if you have any feedback, please email us at info@deadringers.co. And, your feedback is so important. And we will keep you in the loop with our social media posts, with our email campaigns that we provide, and looking forward to a whole new platform come next year. So Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year. I'm sure I missed some holidays there too, but really are so appreciative of you. And as we end 2021 and move into 22, we hope you'll stick around with us. So bye-bye.